So here we are, a new chapter begins, new heroes will arise, new legends will be written. It is time to turn the page. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And we're underway. Well, there are plenty who consider Marco van Basten to be the very epitome of excellence, and it's hard to argue with that, Jim, isn't it?
Certainly is. Everything he did was pretty much perfect. His positioning, his movement with and without the ball, the ability to receive it and turn away from defenders. And don't get me started about his finishing.
For sure, a name to strike fear into the hearts of goalkeepers everywhere. It's run loose here. Now he's got space here. Hakimi spots it and intercepts. Messi! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And the pass is intercepted. And that is as far as they're going to go. It's Basho! It's loose now and they want to get it back. First quarter of an hour gone. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And they're quick to get it back. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Now it's Messi. Vieira. He shifted it to the flank. Kvarat goes for goal! Great strike, a test for the keeper.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Now it's Van Basten. He has found a way. Van Basten! Maldini. Beckenbauer. Roberto Baggio. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia goes hurtling down that left-hand side. Now it's Van Basten. Rodri. Can he get onto this? There's no... It's Van Basten!
Van Basten made it all look so simple there before he invited his own complications.
And here's Iniesta. And here's Forlan. Oh, it's a great ball here. And he's there to get it away. Beckenbauer. Played back in. That's really well cleared. And that's a throw-in. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And that's really well manoeuvred. Engages and forces him off the ball. And he's picked out the run. It could be in here. And the referee brings the first half to a close. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
Today's match are now available. Substitutions taking place.
And we're off again.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
And it's Thuram. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Played out to the right. Van Basten. Oh, important interception. Cleared without complication. Kvaratskhelia. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That is good alertness. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Roberto Baggio. Baggio running with the ball. Roberto Baggio! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And he's had a hit! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. And he's quick to snatch it back. Can he get on the end of this? Dixon. Now it's Messi. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Oh, this is it's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh no, this does not look good. Shoots! Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Tries to get it clear. And now they can spring out of defence. That is ended up in no man's land. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Just about up to 75 minutes. He is through here. Messi. Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be. Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Messi. Thinks about the shot.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And this is Roberto. He's had a shot! This time, surely! And another try! Oh, that's incredible! And that might well be that! Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Manchester United are making a change now. Manchester United take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter.
And the referee brings it to a close. Manchester United have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Roberto Baggio picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's away we go then. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more...
Takes a shot! It's there!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods. And that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Thuram spots it and intercepts. Threads one in. Plays a sharp little ball here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Quarter of an hour played. That has been cut short. Over to the left. Oh, nicely intercepted. Ronaldinho. Costa Curta. Well, that is one way to stop him. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Messi. Looking to play him in. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, that's a key interception. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. That is lovely. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Tries to pass it through. João Cancelo carries the ball down the right. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here.
Substitution in progress.
Barcelona choosing to make the first change. Now that looks a decent ball. Can he finish? And he's following up. Sticks it away. They are right back in business.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Owen really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Barcelona grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square. This is it to Messi. And Messi! What a wonderful goal! Oh, that is tidy. It is a picture book goal.
Yeah, but how about that coolness and confidence, Peter, to see where the keeper was and then produce a beautiful response.
Barcelona take the lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next...
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it.
Please take this
the midway point of the game.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Szoboszlai. Vieira did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Ronaldinho. Messi looking to run onto it. Oh, that's fabulous. And the finish! Busquets getting this one clear. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now? Vieira! That's got him rattled.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
That's good vision. And this is Owen. Owen tries a shot! They've done it! And there's the goal they've been looking for. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And now he has two. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Messi. Vieira. Always onto this. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He's got away. Oh, it's a foul. It could be a penalty. Manchester United really could have done without this.
Number 77,
to increase the lead.
Coming on the field is number...
Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
Yeah, as decisive as it comes. Spot chosen, spot hit.
Barcelona blast themselves into a 3-goal lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the...
And Owen! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Messi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That pass isn't the best. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And he's cut it out.
This is the time you need that pace.
Szoboszlai. Crunching tackle. Nicely weighted ball. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Szoboszlai receives it in... Szoboszlai! Oh, crossbar! Danielson finds himself offside.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 10.
Manchester United have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
That's the end. Manchester United can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And that gets things running. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, this guy Pedri, without doubt, is the greatest talent of his generation to come out of Spain.
Takes the shot! It's bounced back off the post. Pedri.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Look, the only way of becoming more aware, Peter, is by lifting.
Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Van Dijk does really well to win the ball there. Oh, that's a key interception. Looking for options for movement. Schmeichel. Schmeichel is there to clear. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Batistuta! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Batistuta is offering a wry smile there.
Thuram. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Real chance! He's missed, but not by that far.
His reputation is better than what we've just seen.
Manchester United still without a single shot on target. And there's the shot! Oh, that's a waste.
Well, at least that improves their tally when it comes to shots on goal, but they have to start doing a lot better.
Raul, and that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Raul plays it in. Beckenbauer gets it away. Messi. Half an hour played now. Alexander-Arnold. Arsenal were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
Threads one in, and that interception was... Cavani! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Shoots! Goal! Arsenal! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Arsenal have penetrated for the first time.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Not the most accurate pass. And that's a dangerous ball. Van Dijk getting this one clear. And he's really put himself on the line here. Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Kaka. Aimed beyond the defence. That is a great pick out. Might be... Big chance! It's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Pete.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
And the boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those two goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game, and it's easier said than done, as we know.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it.
And the shot! Yes! And the lead is extended still further. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
A case now of complete control. Oh, terrible. Shapes to shoot! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Now it's Kaka.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Kaka. Arsenal appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time. It's Cavani! A whisker away from making it 4.
Well, he looked pretty much unstoppable there. The only thing missing was the finish, of course.
Maldini. And it's Messi. Bout of passing here. Applies the finish! And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best.
Manchester United are stuck in a rut, and impatient putts at goal won't really help their cause here. They need somebody to communicate composure and something more constructive.
Oh, what has happened here? Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Kaka. Maldini pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Messi. Adriano! And yes, it's there! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Manchester United give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. Tries to get it clear. He's got plenty of space. Goes for the shot! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. They've done it! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
We have got ourselves a game here.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Look at the space here. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Oh, that's well spotted. And he's on his way! It's Cavani! Now, who's going to be first to this? Schmeichel. Oh, he's been caught on it here! Now that... Up he goes! And we're done. A game of margins of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way that somebody had to lose. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So off we go then.
Now there's a player with a silky pass and a steely tackle.
Xabi Alonso.
Yeah, a midfielder renowned for his tremendous array of passes while offering his defence a solid shielding presence too.
Players don't come a whole lot better in his position, do they?
Not really, and not many can boast the same quality of performance either, Peter.
That is ended up in no man's land. And here's Owen, looking for a runner. Defending of the desperate variety. Arsenal with the corner, they're first. They've played it short. Hazard. And the pass is intercepted. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Oh, well played. He got back really well. Kvaratskhelia was only too happy to help out in defence.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Maldini tries to clear. It's their second corner of the game. Schmeichel claims comfortably. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's the throw. And it's Baggio. That's a good ball out wide.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of...
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And that's played in low. Oh, shooting chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Kvaratskhelia really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Keeper's dealt with that. Great ball, and he's in here. He's going for goal. That was superb goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 2 then. And he can clear it away. It's run loose here. Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. Spread neatly. Nakamura. Eder Militao. And here's Nakamura. Alonso. Gets his head on it! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Owen clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. It's a searching pass.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And this is Nakamura. Nakamura touches it back. And a chance! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Chips it through. Maldini makes the interception. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Arsenal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
Played into space. And he's there to retrieve it. Oh, played right into his path. Nakamura! It's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Complete awareness, he understood what was needed, and he executed it smoothly.
Way too good, Peter, too quick, too smart for that.
And it's half-time here. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Manchester United really are lucky not to be down by more, Peter. The manager's going to have to come up with something a little special to lift these players, otherwise this one's as good as done.
In designated areas within these grounds.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
That's beautifully weighted. Abiati is there to clear. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And he's there to make the challenge. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. And that is a little undercooked. Tries to play it through.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Look at the space here. Lampard. Looking for options for movement. Oh, played through for the wide man. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. That's been slipped through. Messi has it out wide and in space. And Messi! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Number 77.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury-related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Arsenal are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've chased...
And the shot! And yes, it's there! That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
He's got away. And this is Lampard. Manchester United perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Spread neatly. He has found the way through.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Not the most accurate pass. That pass has been well intercepted. Now it's Raul.
Arsenal surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, this looks sharp. Hazard is in a really good position out wide.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 10.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Nakata. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. And it's Vieira. And hit Neymar! And what a... Roberto Baggio! That's a half-decent try. And that is that. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, we're on the way.
The presence of Franco Baresi in this lineup suggests to me, Peter, that they'll be playing quite a high line.
What makes you think that?
Well, because he's got all the qualities required to excel in such a system. Because of his reading of the game, his vision, his technique, everything you need to spring a successful offside trap.
Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Short changes him with that pass. And it's Hazard. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. What a save from Peter Schmeichel! Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Mbappe will not want to lose out. Decent chance! They want to be quick to recover this. And he's there to belt it away. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Baresi shows the will to win the ball. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle, stopped him dead in his tracks. And he's managed to get rid. And no, that was never going to make it. That's a shade optimistic. A probing pass. And he's intervened well there. That's a cute ball. Dink through. And this is Ronaldo. Chris. And the shot! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Dixon has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. Does well to stand firm and defend it. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Oh, nicely intercepted. Vieira. Ronaldinho. Cute ball now, how can he reach it?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. And it's Ronaldinho. Now, that looks a decent ball. He's on it. Can he get away? And a shot! Played towards the front line. Tries to pass it through. Christian. He's had a shot! And that was probably asking just too much.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
Van Dijk getting this one clear. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Mbappe. He's found the way through.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. And he's there to retrieve it. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's half-time here. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
And just a quick reminder,
Some first half thoughts?
Well, I'm a little bit worried for them and the way they've looked in transitions, Peter. They've been a bit exposed, so they might be only one down, but they can't afford to have any more sloppy moments. Concede another and we know it's an awful long way back.
Manchester United happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. And we are already promptly back underway.
Manchester United really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Shoots! Oh, Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Baresi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. No, again there's no way through. And he was quick to react. Barcelona applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course, the returns can be terrific. Can he latch on to this? Raul.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Substitutions taking place.
Scholes. Looking for options for movement. Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Out towards the flank. Scholes.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
He has a look up. He's shifting through the gears here. And that was very necessary.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Baresi deals with that comfortably. And that has been clubbed away. Oh, he's found support out wide. Raul has it in a wide position. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Barcelona really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And that'll be a goal kick.
Substitution in progress.
Oh, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's how... Roll!
Substitution.
All hands on deck for this one. Chance!
Minutes has been indicated.
Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And that is a little undercooked. And he's in on goal. It's Asa! And that is the end of it. They hung on right till the finish. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride.
Quick reminder today,
Cristiano
please take all
Ronaldo
the
claiming the Man of the Match
located
award,
by the entrance
and there
gate.
is very... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So we're up and running. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, this guy, Donnarumma, is someone who's been predestined for greatness, Peter, and he hasn't disappointed. Immense in terms of shot stopping, we know that, but I think his distribution has also improved, and it needed to, although he likes to keep it quite safe and simple.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. He's found a way past. He's found a way through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. He's beaten the last man. And he's gone looking for safety. Irwin. Well, there's the clearance. And here's Rivaldo. Now it's Maradona, driving through the middle. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, that's a key interception.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. And here's Maradona. He has found the way through. Swings in across. Corner given. And we have our very first corner. And across it goes. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Tries from a long way out. Good try, very good try, in fact.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
Getting on for a third of the way through the game. That is good alertness. Played out to the left flank. And here's Maradona. It's Maradona! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Maradona actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Parla. And it's Rivaldo. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Cruyff. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
And it's Rijkaard. Rijkaard! Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward.
Substitution for Manchester United, number 15, Baggio. Coming on the field is...
Tries to play it through.
8, Pedri.
And no, that was never going to make it. Parla. Played into space.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Added time.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And there's the end of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there, We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. So goes for a shot! Big moment! Massive goal!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
So the first goal of the game.
This is the
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, that was no routine save.
Cristiano Ronaldo is offering a wry smile there.
Now it's Rivaldo. Keeper's dealt with that. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. And this is Ronaldo, and he's managed to get for a chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, what has happened here?
Manchester United really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And he's gone for goal! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in.
No way through there. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
That'll be a throw-in. Kvaratskhelia, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Cruyff. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing.
Manchester United really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
He's picked his way through. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Cruyff! And he's really put himself on the line here.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 10.
Corner
Messi.
number 3 coming up.
Coming on to replace him is number 19, Yamal.
Irwin with the short one. And he was alert to it. Defending of the desperate. He's going for goal! He should have put that one away.
Ray Parlour really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
And now a sudden chance to counter.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster. I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Nicely weighted ball.
There will be 3 minutes.
Oh, important interception. Van Dijk. And Kvaratskhelia. Yamal. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effort. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Manchester United against Brazil.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's away we go then.
Well, as box office names go, Peter, David Beckham is right up there.
Yeah, he gets the turnstiles clicking, that's for sure. Kvaratskhelia! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
And he's managed to get free. Beckham gets a foot in here. Van der Vaart tries to pass it through. That's really well cleared. It's a pretty loose pass. Beckham is herring after that one. Picked out, and Messi! Oh, nice, just not quite.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
Maldini. Great vision. It's a promising position. He's found a way through. And no, he's seen through all of that. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Out towards the flank. Beckenbauer. Can he get on the end of this? Kvaratskhelia gets into some space. He has found a way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That's a shade optimistic. Neither side yet able to find the net. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Shoots! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Batistuta deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Spread neatly. Kvaratskhelia looking to get on the end of this. Goes for goal! Oh, it's come off the upright. Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now.
He's tried one! Oh, full marks for that effort.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Played out towards the right wing, and he's picked it up out wide. He's shifting through the gears here, and a chance! Well, the contact was true enough, the aim wasn't quite.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the application. It was beautifully hit.
Driving forward.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Kvaratskhelia, and he was quick to react. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Manchester United can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them. Luis Suarez! Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
And we have our very first corner. That's the keeper's ball. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Yamal gets into a good position. Beckenbauer with the clearance. Tchouaméni is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Messi puts his foot on the gas.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settled for a riskier approach now to defend this. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Tchouaméni, that's a sharp pass. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Now it's Yamal. Well, that has not gone well. And it's Beckham. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Oh, it's come loose.
Brazil really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Well, they've got it again. Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. And it's Luis Suarez. And this is Messi. And Messi! And that could come back to haunt them.
Well, the lead may be fragile, but the keeper was focused and strong.
Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And claimed it back swiftly. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Well, that was tense, boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Yamal taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, that was a hard-fought win with a defensive masterclass. They backed up their goal with a resilience that was first class.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Begley. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle, and here we go. Beckenbauer becomes the latest member of the 300 club. Foden! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Wriggles his way through. He's had a shot! And he has produced there the crispest of hits.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
Roberto Baggio. Well-timed, excellent interception. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
Messi really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Eder Militao. Oh, that's a key interception. Manchester United, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper.
Oh, it's great work in terms of both purpose and intensity.
Long ball by the goalkeeper. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Searching pass he's played there. Nicked it back promptly. Saka. And they've got a throw.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
And he's managed to get free. Brilliantly cut out. Scholes. And it's made it. And Messi! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Beckenbauer. And here's Messi. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Knocks it into space. Beckham.
There they go, hunting again.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's picked his way through. Kukçu.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And the half-time whistle goes. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And we're underway again. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Maldini cuts it out. Oh, quick thinking by the keeper, he did well. Plays a sharp little ball here. He's in plenty of space here. Takes the shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time. Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Dixon. And it's Messi. Now Roberto Baggio. Opts for safety. Beckham pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Kvaratskhelia. Oh, now here's good chance here! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Rijkaard gets over and intercepts. Now it's Foden, and that's gone loose. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle, stopped him dead in his tracks. Oh, there's a probing ball. And he's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And smartly reclaimed. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo! That's got him rattled. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Now it's Foden. Safi Salih.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And they're back on the ball again. Into the last quarter of an hour. Tries to pass it through.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Can he finish? Oh, he's hit the bar! Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And the shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Messi has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's worked it through. Foden. Oh, shooting chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Kimmich cuts out the pass.
Added time.
Now it's Beckham. Oh, that looks a good ball through. That is ended up in no man's land. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Manchester United.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle, and here we go. Tony Adams. Now, there is a proper defender, Jim.
Well, not too many Englishmen can rival his leadership qualities, Peter.
He just had so many strengths. You could go on all day about him, couldn't you?
Well, the epitome of solidity, thanks to his winning mentality and ability to organise a back four. You don't argue with Tony Adams. You do what you're told.
Oh, strongly challenged there. No, that's been intercepted. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Dixon. And it's Messi. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Shot a goal! And that was probably asking just too much.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
Nicely spread. Now it's Messi. Roberto Baggio. Can he latch on to this? Oh, that's fabulous. Big chance! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
And it's Neymar. Played into space. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Thuram is there to clear. Now that looks a decent ball. Schmeichel claims comfortably. Beckham. No goals as yet. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Neymar. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Manchester United have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? A probing pass. Oh, played through for the wide man. And that has been cut short. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Beckham. Serginho. Tries to play it through. Messi. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Cannavaro gets rid without sophistication. Not much subtlety about that challenge. And this is... He's had a shot! Goal!
Well, players of his stature just live for moments like that. Another really important contribution as we near half-time, and it can make such...
And there is the half-time whistle. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Manchester United go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out, see if you can open them up a bit more.
Oh, delightful ball. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to...
Oh, he's been caught on it here!
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Foden. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Messi! Oh, it's come off the upright. Here's a chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Now it's Neymar. And that should get the job done.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Some really good ball movement. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
Nicely weighted ball. Oh, he's found support out wide. Takes a shot! Oh, he's hit the bar! Manchester United leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. Oh, he's burst through! It's... Oh! What a hit! What a hit! A rocket and some! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Barcelona are back in business. You just know there is no stopping that.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Roberto Baggio. So, what can they make of this?
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And the flag, decent chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Oh, yes, it's there! And that may just do it! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just...
And we're done. Manchester United proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle, they know it could so easily have gone the other way, and they are clearly so happy to have won it. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
Manchester United.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Any attack containing Raul is a frightening sight for any defence.
His record's a frightening sight.
Well, when you think about it, most of his ilk will put themselves before the team. But Raul is different and has a greater appreciation for all that and likely to put others in before himself.
Oh, he's found support out. Struck first time. In he goes again. He's missed, but not by that far. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Ball's out once more. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
And it's Rijkaard. Now there's a fine ball. Oh, shooting chance! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Well, we always have to give a reason for it, Peter, but did he hit that too well?
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
That has been cut short. Cruyff. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That's a decent clearance. It's a throw-in. Manchester United are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Maldini. Now he's got space here, and he cuts out the supply. Fenerbahce applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline.
Kusanov with a definite foul there. And that's going to be a booking. And this is it's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
Aimed beyond the defence. He won't be happy with that one. Always onto this. Messi! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Messi is offering a wry smile there.
Manchester United with the corner. They're first. Tries to get it clear. And it's Baggio. He's having a shot! It's off target and by quite a way. Cruyff. Still waiting for the first breakthrough, but not for the want of trying. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Fenerbahce clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And he has been fouled there. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. And that is as far as they're going to go. That is ended up in no man's land. Oh, good spread. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Messi is wide and looking to get onto this. Kusanov did well to... And the first 45 minutes are up. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. The midway point of the game.
Manchester United really did turn up the tempo at the end of the half, and while they'll be disappointed not to have broken through, obviously, the chances will come, provided they can keep producing good spells. It's been a half with significantly more positives than...
He's had a shot! He's delivered all right!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
And that's it. That was always inevitable.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter?
And there's the shot! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip. That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Neatly clipped into... It's Van Basten! It's there! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
And the shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are pulling clear here.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Fenerbahce find a position of real strength now.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming?
Van Basten! And that is a save of real quality, not easy by any means.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
He gets big! Oh, it rattles the bar! Thuram bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, no joy this time. Dixon. Now, what about a counter-attack? And that has put paid to that. Out of play for a throw.
Substitution.
Dixon, looking for the run. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Beckenbauer makes the interception. Just a quarter of an hour to play. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Played out to the left flank. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal. Just the goalkeeper to beat. real chance! He's got a goal! They're back within reach! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Manchester United give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 77,
Thuram.
Coming on to replace him is number 11, Neymar.
Now, can they get him away? Roberto Baggio. That ball looks a good one. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Can he get on the end of this? He's in a great position here. He steps in, and that's the end of that. The ball has bounced loose now.
6 added minutes has been indicated.
Van Basten. That pass has been well intercepted. That's an imaginative pass. Chips it through. And he's cut it out. Beckenbauer. Roberto Baggio. Nicely weighted ball. Beckenbauer pulls off an exemplary... And that's it. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. So Jim, how do you reflect on what...